So as we build this, the next thing we're going to look at is head movement. Head movement is critical. Take a look at boxing, MMA, and see how many people punch without moving their head. Okay? A great fight example of this took place just after I did the last video, a few weeks afterwards. Lopez and Comey championship fight. Comey was the champion. Second round. I put a link to this under the YouTube video. And what you see here is, you see both of them throwing big right hands in the second round, both intending to put the other guy down or knock him out. Okay? You saw Lopez slide off behind his other hand like I was showing you in the video, and Comey did not. Comey's punch came right by Lopez's head, and he ran right into Lopez's punch. I can tell you from my fighting days, training, doing stuff, taking a run when you're doing this, you dream about punches like that. You dream about slipping and getting him just when he's coming in, okay? Adding to everything that you're doing. With those simple things, that simple thing of moving your head when you punch and sliding behind your other hand, one young man won a championship and one champion lost his. So, head movement when you're out here doing all of this and you're too far away from the guy is of little value, okay? Doesn't do much for you. I'm not talking about some fence and stuff when you're getting in range. But when everybody moves their head out here too far away from the guy, not everybody, but a lot of people, and what happens is, then when they start punching, they start doing stuff like this. So if you're hitting the bag, right, and you're getting all feeling really good about hitting the bag or the mitts, and your feet and your head aren't moving, no good, right? Don't do that. Every time, move, every time, and build little patterns like this. And don't be trying to hit the bag hard. You're programming here. There's a time for letting energy go. But most of the time, work it smooth, okay? Bang, 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 okay? Every time, bang, 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 bang. Every time you're punching, you're moving your head with your punch, okay? Every time. Boom, bang. For you military guys, this is fundamental fire and maneuver, right? Okay? How do you fire and maneuver? I'm putting rounds on, he moves. He put rounds on, I move. Okay? So it's the same here. Okay? If I'm doing this, well then I'm moving. But I'm moving when force is being applied, okay? Because it helps protect me, it helps protect my movement. So this is fundamental to strategy, and it doesn't change just because we're punching, kicking, elbowing, kneeing, headbutting. And I'm mentioning headbutting because it's a really valuable skill to learn in the process of your punching and kicking. So, head moves as you punch. And then if you're looking at defense, okay? If the guy throws a jab here, well, I'll tend to slip the jab by moving my head. Now that allows me to punch at the same time he's punching, counter punch. Okay, or he could jab, I slide behind the other, let the jab come over. Okay, hit him with the right hand. Or, again, if I'm southpaw, okay, then it's the same thing, back and forth, right? It's about managing the relationship distance right when everything's happening. Okay, same, if I'm coming in and the guy's throwing a right hand or a right hook, I'll slide this way a little bit. This also allows me to counter at the same time, instead of having my hands engaged protecting me, okay? If the person throws a left hook here, well, I can slide over here and I can throw the right hand as he's doing that, and as he's hooking and I'm countering, I'm also slipping. Move the target, move the target, move the target. Move the target with your feet, move the head, okay, when he's punching. And you can do both these at the same time, of course. Might not always be that way, depending upon what exact circumstances we're in. But look at some fights. And see how many guys, when they come out here, and they're getting like left hook countered, etc., because they're not doing that. They're not moving their head, they're not moving their feet as they're punching. So Sometimes when I'm talking here, you see I'm moving, but I was taught move constantly, move constantly, move constantly. So even talking here, I'm not usually just standing still. I'm moving. It's always movement. Movement is life, not movement, not life.